UFC style weigh-in for Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan. Is this good for boxing? Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So I want to talk about this, man. I didn't get a chance to go over it and break it down and talk about this, that being Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan weigh-in. It was abundantly clear. A lot of people were talking about it, mentioning it. It was abundantly clear they used the UFC style weigh-in for this event. Is this good for the sport of boxing? Does this work in the sport of boxing? I don't think so. I don't think it fits the sport of boxing. In the sport of boxing, we like the dramatics. We like the drama. We like we like the fact that, a fighter gets on the scale and we can see how hard he worked and did he put in the work, and this guy missed weight and now he has a certain amount of time. He got 2 hours to drop 2 pounds or 1 pound or 3 pounds or whatever it may be. It's a possibility he may lose his title on the scales. It's a possibility that the fight won't be even for a title because he failed to make weight. There's a possibility, that a fighter is draining himself and won't be 100% in the fight. We like to see that. It gives us a sneak peek into how the fight is going to play out. Now, does the fight actually play out that way? No, it doesn't always play out that way, right? But it just gives the fans something to look forward to, right? It gives the fans some dramatics, right? It just puts the fans in a position, a look into the lifestyle of a boxer. So when you get the guys already premeditating a weigh-in and they come to a weigh-in and, this already made, the weight is already made. And if there was any dramatics, if anybody did miss weight, the media and the fans didn't get a chance to look inside and see if this fighter had to, go sit in a sauna, if this fighter had to go run a couple of miles, if this fighter had to go, force himself to use the bathroom or force himself to, vomit and things of that nature, just to, try to make that weight. We like that, we like the dramatics. The boxing world likes the dramatics. Don't take that out of the sport of boxing. You understand? And it was abundantly clear that these guys had already started rehydrating, that being Crawford and Khan. They stepped on the scale. They both were looked like they already started rehydrating. They stepped on the scale. They both had on sweatpants. It was WWE/UFC style of a weigh-in. A lot of people were disappointed in it, due to the fact that, we like to see the dramatics. Can Amir Khan still make the weight comfortable, 147 pounds? Terence Crawford coming up in weight. Did he finally acclimate himself to the welterweight division, right? They both weighed in the similar numbers. I think Khan was 146.8, and I think Crawford was 146.4. It was 146.6 or something like that. It was very similar in weights. But with that said, we like to see these guys get on the scale and then have to chug down the Pedialyte, because they dehydrated and they getting ready to rehydrate. That's a big part of the sport of boxing. Is the next day we saying, oh, this guy, he done rehydrated 15 pounds. This guy rehydrated 20 pounds. That's the part of the dramatics in the sport of boxing. That's what we like to see. And if you take that away, it hurts the sport of boxing. You cannot be like the UFC, right? The UFC is its own sport. When you already pre-stage the weigh-in, it looks just like that. It don't look real. It looks phony. It looks fake. And when you do things like that, it's easily identified in the sport of boxing world due to the fact that, we've seen a 10,000 weigh-ins already. So when you give us a weigh-in where we clearly can see both fighters already made weight, we clearly can see that both fighters have sweatpants on. No fighter ever gets on the scale when they're trying to make weight with their sweatpants on and their socks. You know, they don't even let them step on the scales with their socks on, you know, let alone with sweatpants on. So it was abundantly clear, you know, they tried something new, but I don't think it worked. I don't think it's a success. I don't think this is a stable in the sport of boxing. That can't be sustained in the sport of boxing. Everybody shows up to the weigh-in. You know, that's the pre-fight. You know, that's the the pre-party before the fight, before the big shindig. You know what I mean? You know, so that says a lot. You know, in the sport of boxing, right? It's a part of the sport of boxing. Everybody looks forward to the weigh-in. Can't wait for the weigh-in, right? See the stare down. See if this guy is healthy. See if this guy had to weight drain, had to drain himself, had to struggle to make weight. You know, that's a big staple in the sport of boxing. So when you do things like this, we don't know what happened. Did Terence Crawford actually make weight? Did Amir Khan actually make weight? Did he have to go lose weight? Did he have to go sit in the sauna? We don't know. All of that was taken away from us. All of the dramatics was taken away from us. All we got was a stare down. And so, you know, that's not a good thing for the sport of boxing. That's just not. You know, we like the dramatics. We like it live, you know, in the flesh. You know, we like to see when Sean Porter got on the scale and, you know, he only had 10 seconds left to make the weight, or he was going to be stripped of the WBC title. And then, you know, he got off the scale, and then, you know, all the atmosphere is tense. And then he had to get back on the scale, and then somebody had to cut his hair off, and they had to put the towel up for him to make weight. That's the part of the sport of boxing, right? Is to see it live, to witness it. If all of this is taking place behind the scenes and nobody gets to see it, it takes away from the excitement of the sport of boxing. So it doesn't help the sport of boxing, it actually hurts the sport of boxing. You know, so hopefully they don't attempt to do this too many more times in the sport of boxing. They don't try to make this a stable in the sport of boxing, because it just won't work, point blank and period. It took away from it. It took away from the weigh-in. It wasn't that exciting. It hurt the weigh-in, you know, and when you do things like that, it can actually hurt the sport. You understand? But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about Terence Crawford, Amir Khan weigh-in being staged. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
The Blue Blood Sports